All right, we good. We should be good, right? All right, I think we good, man. I hope y'all can hear me, man. OCO, OCO. First of the year live stream, man. Now we live. It's live, man. OCO. OCO Blue. What's going on, sis? OC Kachu. OCO Ball Styles. OC Kachu. Niji Warrior. Drea. Bree. OCO Gary. Welcome back, Gary. I appreciate that. OCO Lionel. Valerie. Aaron. Rashad. What's going on, y'all? I know some of y'all snowed in, right? I be needing at least these 5 minutes right here in the beginning, man. I know when people check it out later, like after the live, they why you take so long to start? Y'all just don't understand. Try going live, you'll understand. About to get into them shout outs here in a second. I'm just bringing everything up on my side real quick. Memo, thank you for being a member. Thank you for becoming a member. I appreciate that. Okay, my notifications is ringing. Excellent. Now I'm getting to see everything, all right? Let me bring this chat back up. Daxter been a member for 13 months in a row. I appreciate that, Daxter. Make sure we, okay, yeah, my mic is good. All right. Yeah.
It's up.
Yeah. Listening from Houston, Sharice, I appreciate that. Shout out to H-Time. Matter of fact, where everybody at? See, here we go. We got 1 minute left. I'm still gonna do the shout outs after this anyway. Reese, what up, Cashville? Brooklyn in the building. I appreciate that, Memo. Florida in the building. Richmond, VA in the building. Oklahoma in the building. Bmore in the building. Brooklyn in the building. North Mississippi in the building. Duval in the building. Mexico. You said Mexico? What up, Mexico? What up, Cali? Yeah, Cali. We gonna be talking today. We gotta talk, Cali. We gotta talk. We gotta have that discussion. OCO St. Louis. Shout out to everybody out there, man. In Cali, man. We about to talk about it. Raleigh, North Carolina, Sacramento, man. Shout out to Sacramento. Greensboro, North Carolina. Okay, let me switch these screens real quick. Yeah. Okay, yeah. We in here. Okay. But
set it on fire.
I'm gonna
fire.
Now keep in mind, I understand this is no pun intended with what's going on right there in California. You know, I got my sound effects to spice things up. I don't want anybody taking that thing the wrong way. Because I do understand at this time, you know, what's going on in Cali is unheard of. I mean, especially around this time, we talking winter. Bloomington, Illinois, Massachusetts in the building. Jamaica in the building. Big up. I see you, Jamaica. Texas in the building. OC Odell, what's going on? Woods Arrest been a member for 18 months in a row. He said Naptown in the building. What up, Naptown? Nature said, tuned in from Chicago. What up, Chi-Town? He been a member for 20 months in a row. I appreciate that. Dexter said, OCO, man. OCO, Dexter. 13 months in a row. I appreciate that, y'all. Cleveland, Ohio, Alabama, Detroit, Michigan, Bronx, New York, Tennessee, Charleston, South Carolina, Cali in the building, Alabama in the building, what's that? And Cali in the building, Kansas City in the building, Portland, Oregon in the building, H-Town in the building, Cleveland, Ohio, Winston-Salem, North Carolina, London in the building. What up, London? Haiti in the building. What up, Haiti? Florida in the building. Montgomery, Alabama. Augusta, Georgia. Alaska in the building. Baton Rouge, Louisiana in the building. What up? What up, ATL? ATL in the building. I see you. Louisiana, Seattle, Florida, Minneapolis, Charlotte, North Carolina, Australia in the building. Motor City, Motown in the building. PA in the building. What up, Pennsylvania? What up, though? Love from California. I love y'all too, man. Hampton, VA. London, UK. Okay, London in here. That's a couple Londons. I see you. Mobile, Alabama in the building. It says, Monique been a member for 17 months in a row. I appreciate that, Monique. Serene Princess been a member for 40 months in a row. That's major. OCO Princess. I see the message now. Rick Crow said OCO, he been a member for 33 months in a row.
Fire.
That's major. Haiti in the building. I see you, Haiti. Catalina in the building. That's Cali. That's Texas. What up, sister? How you? OCO. Stockton, California. All right, listen, y'all. Come on. Let's talk. Let's have this discussion. I will be opening up the panel as well. Matter of fact, the panel is open now. The panel is open now. I'm going to go ahead and open up the panel because I'm going to go over a few things. I mean, I mainly covered the gist of this in my last video, my previous video. If you didn't get a chance to see that, I highly suggest that you watch that because I'm just going to be tapping on a few things here and allowing people to speak at the same time. If you are wanting to speak about this situation, preferably, especially if you're in Cali, I would love to hear from you. If you out there in LA, I'm not sure if I'm going to see some LA people tonight, you know, because it's still ongoing. You know, this is, they didn't contain as much as people think as far as the fires are concerned, the wildfires are concerned. I went over what I thought caused this to happen. A lot of other people gave their theories. Even the news gave their theories. You know, they were, you know, blaming it on the wind because it was treacherous wind near the LA area. They were going from 40 miles per hour all the way up to 100. Like that was kind of, I'm like, wow, that's, you know, but it is what it is, you know, and a lot of dry air being blown around and it sparked up the fires. They're trying to claim that this was a natural cause. You know, some of y'all may believe it's natural. And the fact that, you know, it started knocking down poles and electricity built in it. I mean, with it, you know, knocking down the trees. Everything was just added on to it. You know, me personally, I don't think so. I mean, of course that played a part, but I don't think that's what started it. Okay. Warhawk, thank you for becoming a member. Is this? Yes, it's still going on today. Yes, they have not stopped this completely at all. It is still ongoing. With the images that I'm getting ready to play, you're gonna be updated on what's happening right now. As of today, I'm gonna be talking about that as of today. And I'm getting ready to play a few videos right now. I have several threads, so as many angles you could go. It is many angles you could go with this. I agree. The wind turbines, I see you, Reese. Hurricane winds, no hurricanes is crazy. Yep. No hurricane, but definitely hurricane winds. Shout out to Asheville, North Carolina, because they are still going through it with Hurricane Helene, still to this very day. Many people have lost their lives out there in Asheville, North Carolina, and a lot of people are still recovering. I heard the FDA, I mean, not the FDA, the FEMA is shutting off their assistance January 16th. It's either January 14th or the 16th. And what they're doing is giving them temporary homes to stay in. There's certain people out there, but there's many people getting killed even after the Helene situation. Like right now, what's happening in Cali, and especially in Los Angeles, of course, a lot of looting is going on. People are robbing people. You know, the houses that did stay up that didn't have the smart meters, a lot of the houses that didn't have smart meters attached to their homes are still up. I just want that to be known. And I told you guys in my previous video that there was a lot of explosions happening, and I told you where those explosions came from. Okay. With the ammonium nitrate. The ammonium nitrate was brought over there and by train coming from Wyoming, and it disappeared. Okay. According to the federal government records, they indicated that they don't know where it went. And I thought that was bull crap. Like we talked, I think it was Saltdale, California, where it landed, and 60,000 pounds of it disappeared. Like how? You know, and they trying to, you know, they try to tell the public out there in Cali that they, you know, they don't think it's going to be, you know, like a little domestic threat. I thought that was BS, because that's, you know, liable to kill people right away, especially if you put like a little bit of fuel to it. A lot of explosions. I'm gonna play like at least one or two of those videos where people are recording things exploding. And keep in mind, I think the most important one is this other video I'm gonna be referring to here in a second, where you don't see any fires nearby, but you just hear explosions. Okay. Was there an earthquake also? Now, I didn't see any reports of an earthquake. The folks out there in California that are inside of the 13%, didn't give me anything of that nature as far as it being an earthquake at the same time. Oh, by the way, if you would like to join the panel, you will have to be inside of the 13% community server. Moderators and administrators, please do me a favor and drop that link in the chat so they can understand where they need to go in order for it to be encrypted, an encrypted conversation. You'll be fine. I don't want to, you know, hand out, you know, random numbers and stuff like that. I can do that, but not right now. Like that, none of that stuff is encrypted. I like to have our conversations encrypted, even though I am streaming it to YouTube, and that's a whole nother story. But I want, like, especially if you're about to provide information, I want you to be, you're going to be fine. Dexter, thank you for the donation, Dexter. I appreciate that. And AN, thank you. I appreciate that with the super chat. Thank y'all. AM said, love your work. Keep it up. Straight out of Texas. Shout out to Texas. I appreciate that, AM. I appreciate that, Dexter. So I'm going to get into the video that I'm talking about. And as y'all getting ready to get inside of the 13%, there's the link right there. There's the link right there. Chief Tubman's in the building. Hold up. Let me pull this stuff up right now. Hold on, I got to move this over so I can see. All right, so the first thing I'm going to play really quick is Gavin Newsom talking to
I ask you,
Joe Biden. And I want y'all to listen to what he said right here. This is only a few seconds long. Listen to what he said. Now, if you can't hear this, because I didn't go back and edit any of these videos to turn the volume up, but I do have a button now. And I would just bring it up like that, make things easier. So if you can't hear it, let me know. I'll just hit a button and boost it up. But I'm about to play it now.
I ask you, we've got to deal with this misinformation. There were hurricane force winds of mis and disinformation, lies. People want to divide this country, and we're going to have to address that as well. And it breaks my heart as people are suffering and struggling that we're up against those hurricane force.
Okay, by the way, for those of you that don't know, this is the governor of California, Gavin Newsom. I know I always call him Galvin. You know, I kind of do that on purpose. Like usually when I purposely mispronounce somebody's name, it's because they the enemy. I'm gonna tell you that right now. I don't care if you Democrat or Republican, you should not have this as your governor. You shouldn't have allowed this fool to continue on. I mean, that's a whole nother story. I went into it before, but I done said it numerous times already. I didn't warning after warning. I'm like, come on, bro. Why is he still in there? Why is he still in there? And LA's mayor, I'm gonna get on her too. Like, but anyway, so let's start from the top. Listen to what he's saying. Out of everything, he asking them to do something about the disinformation about what's happening in California and Los Angeles.
I ask you, we've got to deal with this misinformation. There were hurricane force winds of mis and disinformation, lies.
There are hurricane force of mis and disinformation. Can y'all hear this? Let me make sure y'all can hear this. Y'all can hear this, right? Like, I mean, just think about that. If you're describing it as a hurricane force of mis and disinformation about what's going on in Cali, don't you think that's Cali residents giving us the information? And see, this is another reason why they want to get rid of TikTok, because everybody on TikTok and X exposing these fools. Like, they know for a fact that this was man-made. Ain't no ifs, ands, or buts about it. At least the start of it was man-made. Here we go.
I ask you, we've got to deal with this misinformation. There were hurricane force winds of mis and disinformation, lies. People want to divide this country, and we're going to have to address that as well. And it breaks my heart as people are suffering and struggling that we're up against those hurricane forces as well. And that's just a point of personal privilege that I share that with you, because it infects real people that are out there, people I meet every single day, people the mayor's been meeting with, and they're having conversations.
What was that smile
that
about?
Are not the typical conversations you'd have at this time, and you wonder where this stuff comes from. And it's very damaging as well. But we're here to get the job done.
And because the mayor, the Los Angeles mayor is right here, by the way. And speaking of her, let me play that video too. While she talking about the current situation, listen to her body. Like, the body language say it all of a person, man.
Angelinos, we're still going through it. And to any of you and all of you that have experienced a loss, the grief, the anger, the just utter shock, I've seen the devastation. It is unbelievable the amount.
By the way, she was out of town as this was happening. She was out of town as this was going on. But the facial expressions, bro. You starting off smiling. This is not okay.
Angelinos,
okay.
We're still going through it. And to any of you and all of you that have experienced a loss, the grief, the anger, the just
This
utter
is not
shock,
the time to be smiling.
I've seen the devastation. It is unbelievable the amount of loss that people have experienced. But we have to get through this crisis, and I know that we will. I was at the Silmar command post today, and I saw the work of our first responders and how they've been able to defeat the fires in certain areas. We know we still have much more to go, and we know the winds are going to kick up again. But we got to stick together. We got to stand strong. And then we have to rebuild our city. We're the nation's second largest city, one of the greatest cities in the world. And we stay together, and we will rebuild an amazing city. So thank you, Angelenos, and my thoughts and prayers are out to all of you that are going through unbelievable loss and pain today. We will get through this. Thank you.
Okay. That's the mayor. That's Los Angeles mayor. Like, I see a lot of people were saying that they're getting ready to make them smart cities. They're just redoing it. I did see more reports out there indicating that the governor Nuisance, let me call him Nuisance, wanted to get rid of last year. He wanted to start getting rid of the houses out there. They calling them R1s to build up condominiums and different apartment units, R2s and R3s. When I saw that, I was like, okay, well, I mean, you just build, right? No, before they build, they got to destroy. So that all makes sense. And I know they're having the Olympics out there in 2028, if I'm not mistaken, in the year 2028. Yeah, so that was all planned to happen. So by the time 2028 comes, Los Angeles will look like a totally different city. Now, I just want you guys also to understand that the majority of these people out here got cash money. Okay, cash money. But that's if they didn't lose their money. I'm sure hopefully they were intelligent enough to not have cash literally inside of their house, or they're not going to have anything. And speaking of houses, those that did lose their houses, they didn't have insurance, and that wasn't done by their way, of course not, because they're able to pay for the insurance. It was by way of the insurance companies. I went over that in the last video. The insurance companies backed out on them last year, whether they were a direct threat to wildfires or not. The insurance companies left, all of them. AGI, State Farm, every single one of them left. So none of these people have a home insurance on their homes. None of these people. Okay, they straight up got up out of there. They said nope, and they actually did the exact same thing in Asheville, North Carolina. Oh, and by the way, I didn't mention this. I did mention it in the last video, but I should be mentioning it here. They also did this in Maui, Hawaii. The same exact thing. Insurance companies just up and left. And then they started coming back saying, hey, we'll buy your land for $750. That's why I was telling y'all when Kamala Harris was offering people $750 as far as relief is concerned for Asheville, North Carolina, that was kind of like a slap in the face. Like she was acting as if the government will be the insurance company to assist them for however long that was going to be. I think that was like a month period of $750, and they didn't follow up with any other money. $750, no other money to follow up with that. I see you said a BlackRock land grab. I clearly said this was a land grab, but a lot of other people are in on it. Now, the fires are still ongoing as we speak, and I heard it's getting very close to where people like Arnold Schwarzenegger and LeBron James are located. Now, I'm not sure if these people have, smart meters on their homes, but let me show y'all that really quickly. Let me play that video. It's multiple videos, but I'm gonna just play like one or two where they were showing you how the smart meters, the houses without smart meters are still up.
So I talked to the owner of this house right here in Pasadena. I talked to the owner. The owner does not have a smart meter on this house, on the front part of his house. There's no smart meter, no smart meter. So the house did not burn. The back house is the part of the house that had the smart meter, and everything in the back of his house is burnt. No smart meter, smart meter. No smart meter, nothing. Nothing's burned. Well, the trees, but the house state is perfectly fine. But the back house is completely gone, and that's the one with the smart meter.
Another thing is the fact that they want also indicating that a lot of these people that live out here, especially all of them, I was going to say in Los Angeles, but let me just say all of California, the illegal immigrants were outweighing the natives that are out there as far as population is concerned. And the government of California is assisting these illegal immigrants with everything that they need, including insurance. This report just came out today.
But the thing is, for sanctuary cities and states, they complain about the cost, but they continue to add services. I want to show you California. As of yesterday, California has added a health care benefit for migrants. They are now going to extend free health care to migrants between the ages of 26 and 49. That's going to cover 700,000 additional people and cost the state $2.6 billion each year.
Stop. I want that to sink in. We talking about illegal immigrants receiving free health care in California. I want that to sink in for a second. 2.6 billion. Charlie, y'all got a problem. And I'm not saying y'all as residents, I'm saying y'all government is out of control. Out of control. Now, I heard that one of the reservoirs with the water, one of the reserves of the water, I forgot the name of that area. I believe I have the report somewhere in here. One of these videos have it. I'm going to play it. Hopefully I can find it. I think it's in this one. I'm going to play it next just to be safe. But one of them were not refilled. And that was one of the major ones. And it was down for maintenance last year. Last year. Down for maintenance all of last year. And still didn't get fixed. And still was not refilled. And this is what I mean by that this is all politically done, of course. Like, of course, we could say is, direct energy weapons and stuff like that. Regardless, it's still the government's call. Okay? Well, however this thing started, the government started it. Like, they're the people that we need to be pointing at. When we talk about Mother Nature, is it blazing hot in California right now? No, Dane, it was the winds. It was the winds. It was the dry wind. You act like it was in the 80s in North Carolina, in California. 80s, 90s, 100s. What you mean wildfire? We in January. Now, don't get me wrong. I'm out here in Texas, and it still get cold in Texas. Florida can get cold too. I'm just saying. You can't sit up there and think. They want people to believe that it's scorching hot in California in January. And the winds were going from 40 to 100 miles per hour. Ain't no way. 40 to 100 in January. And the air was dry and it sparked these wildfires. That's bullshit. Let me play this next video real quick.
The Eaton fire is now estimated to be 14,117 acres.
We just were in a rush to get out.
Just one of the fires, the Eaton fire, 14,000 acres. Y'all don't understand how big that is. And look, and even, okay, here's another thing. Even if they didn't know, let's just say, for example, it was Mother Nature, okay? If it was Mother Nature, you don't have any alerts around to let you know that a fire started, right? Residents around, hey man, it's a fire over there. Wait, these trees are, and hurry up and get the fire department out there to take care of that. Medane, They were trying to connect to the fire hydrants and the water was out. So, okay, my point exactly. The only person to blame is the government. Firefighters were complaining that the water pressure was low. And then some of the fire hydrants ain't had none. I played y'all the video of the CEO during the last video. I played y'all the video of the CEO of California's Department of Water. And what was it? Water and something. I don't know if it was electricity. I don't think it's electricity. Water and something. Hold on, let me double check that. Her name was Janice. She was the CEO of California's. Okay, it's Water and Power. LA Department of Water and Power. She said they ran out of water. And she explained why they had to cut the rest of them off. Her excuse was because ash was in the system. But come to find out, they shut that off prior to this happening. It's just that when they really needed it, now everybody found out, oh, wait a minute. Oh, you cut the water off before this now. Not for everybody, but for certain parts. Why is that? Because they want certain parts. We're going to learn more soon.
The Eaton fire is now estimated to be 14,000.
That's a lot of
acres.
We just were in a rush to get out.
Over 7,000 structures are damaged or destroyed.
We said we wish we grabbed, which no one thought this would happen.
And 2,832 firefighting personnel are assigned to the Eaton fire.
All of our children's artwork.
Wow.
This is it.
Elevated critical fire weather conditions are predicted to begin this evening and continue through Wednesday.
National Guard is there just making sure that people are staying out of the homes because of the danger and safety and the looters.
Our staffing has increased to approximately 500 personnel.
Wait a minute. The National Guard is there to make sure that people stay out of their homes. Wait a minute. Let me hear that one more time.
Critical fire weather conditions are predicted to begin this evening and continue through Wednesday.
National Guard is there just making sure that people are staying out of the homes because of the danger and safety and the looters.
Whoa, 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 whoa. Hold on. Whoa, 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 whoa. The National Guard is there to stop people from being in their homes Chat. Now I understand looters. I understand, right? But why would the National Guard look, you protect the residents that still have their houses from the looters? Why are you making them leave the house? And they up under curfew because of the looters. Now, I'm not saying that that's not happening. But if my house is still up, I don't need the National Guard to tell me to leave. I'm going to be in there National Guarding my house. I'm going to be guarding my own house. I'm good. Let somebody break a window. They ain't going to have no head to see. They could be 4-5 deep. Clips got more than 4 or 5 bullets. I'm just saying, why the National Guard telling people to leave? I don't know about that one. That's
Staffing
iffy.
has increased to approximately 500 personnel. We also have roving security to deal with looting and address those issues.
Historic wildfires in the Golden State have killed at least 11 people and 13 others are confirmed missing. A new flare-up in the Palisades fire has now led to mandatory evacuation orders as the fire switches direction, posing a new threat northeast towards Mandeville Canyon. That's threatening the Brentwood area.
Wait a minute. out of the National Guard at least supposed to have them choppers out to drop that little stuff to stop the fire from the sky. Right? That's what the National Guard's supposed to be there for. Help stop the fire. Help stop the fire. But the fire still, this is today. This was a few hours ago, by the way, y'all. This was today, a few hours ago. So the fires are still happening and spreading. I swear to God, if I was president, woo, that whole California government gone. I'll be confiscating California's government. I would have did that 2-3 years ago. It wouldn't have been no Governor Newsom. It wouldn't have been no, this wouldn't have happened. I would have took this, I would have locked this down here. This wouldn't have happened.
Fire weather watchers are in effect for Los Angeles and also Ventura counties from now until tomorrow morning as the Santa Ana winds are picking up right now. Crews battling at least 4 active wildfires in the Los Angeles area. 2 have now been contained. Residents are also dealing with criminals and looters.
A curfew order was established for the Palisades and Eaton fire areas in all mandatory evacuation zones that will be in effect from 6 p.m. to 6 a.m. until further notice.
That's
in
martial
total,
law.
we have made 22 arrests between the Eaton Palisades fire, 19 arrests in the Eaton area, and 3 in the Palisades area. Most of the arrests were made for burglary, looting, including trespassing, possession of narcotics, identity theft, and 1 suspect was on active parole and charged with the possession of...
Whoa. What? Why is that important? Identity theft? What?
Looting, including trespassing, possession of narcotics.
Possession of narcotics. Why is that? Okay.
Identity theft, and 1 suspect was on active parole and charged with the possession of a concealed firearm.
How? Like... Okay. All right. What about that part? Remember, okay, my last live stream, my last video when I was talking about this, I recorded it 2 days ago. And then I had to cut into my recording and I said, hey, this is future me to let y'all know that they were claiming that an arsonist was out there now. And I called it. I said, they're going to put this on people, right? And I only saw 1 news station cover it. They were on the scene. Now, I remember I'm going to come back to this. Where it's at? 2 minutes in? I'm going to come back to this. Remember when people were seeing this image, they saw all of these police officers on the highway going in the opposite direction? And that had me buzzing. Like, my spider sense was tingling. Like, I was like, hold on. Why would a presence like this be going in the opposite direction? But come to find out, it's because of this one alleged person that all this police was saying that they were claiming that this one alleged immigrant was trying to spark a fire in a particular area in California, and the residents came out and tried to stop him. They tried to say this was the guy. They ended up doing a public arrest on him until the police got there.
Started the West Hills fire because that was started at a parking lot. It's going to come over here and light up this area.
Oh my gosh. No, this is crazy. I can't even believe it because I'm like
a 30-year-old guy, you know.
Crazy because I'm like, how does a fire jump literal cities?
I know. I can understand there, but all the way over
exactly.
to West Hills,
that doesn't make any sense. Okay.
All right.
Thanks for letting me know.
Wait a minute. Now, wait, how does a fire jump cities? And that was another thing I wanted to say. And you can't say that it's like this one particular person. right? We don't know what car he in. He on foot. He got a blowtorch. Like, okay, let me look at this real quick. Do I see any wind in the trees? Let me just see something real quick. Let me look at this real heavy. Hold up.
That was started at a parking lot. He's going to come over here and light up this area.
I see some wind, but I don't see no 40 to 100 mile per hour winds popping off, right? Ain't nowhere in the world. We would see everybody. He won't be able to do that. He wouldn't even be able to spark up the blowtorch. 40 to 100 mile per hour winds. And then it skips cities. This is how you know that was man-made. And it wasn't because of some immigrant. Now, of course, they're going to do that because they've been doing that. They've been putting things on the immigrants. I'm not saying that certain immigrants didn't do it. Of course, they were paid to do it. Why you think they over here? I mean, they already giving them free health care. Here's another thing that you could do. I got a job for you. You want to make some money? Here, I need you to spark a fire. But okay, all right, let me just say, let me go back to this guy. Not a lot of news media stations were covering the fact that, you know, they allegedly caught this arsonist in action. Like, they didn't make this, hey, we got the arson, like how they said that they got the guy that killed that CEO of the insurance company, the United Healthcare Insurance Company. Like, that was made, you know, that was national news. You mean to tell me this wouldn't be national news if you caught an alleged arsonist that could have possibly started any one of these fires? Yeah, Luigi. This could have been Mario right here. I'm just playing. But the whole point is this. That wasn't news per se. Let me come up. I was at 2 something. Right here.
We're seeing disturbing images like this showing how brave residents confronted a homeless man with a flamethrower. Witnesses say they saw him setting fire.
Okay, so that's a flamethrower? No. I thought they said that was a blowtorch. And okay, so he was homeless, so we automatically know he was an illegal immigrant. That's not a flamethrower. Let me go big screen for y'all. I never seen a blowtorch, a flamethrower look like a blowtorch. Like, are they just considering it a flamethrower because it throws flames? I could have sworn that's a blowtorch. It's just a gas can straight down, and he handling it. Like, I could have. Would that be still considered a flamethrower? That's not a blowtorch? Chat, help me out. The flamethrower gonna look like a weapon. Like, I mean, you know, it's gonna have a bunk in the back, like a bunk stopper, right? A trigger. The propane tank gonna be, you know, straight, connected to it. I don't understand. Like, we gonna be able to see a much larger. Me personally, I wouldn't call this a flamethrower. This is a blowtorch. To me, this would be a blowtorch. And he on bike. So that's another thing. I just mentioned earlier, where's his car? So he's on a bike. So he's going through neighborhoods on a bike with a blowtorch, trying to spark a fire. I'm not buying it.
To trees and garbage cans. This comes as authorities arrested another homeless man who say started a fire at a park last night. We've got team coverage on the ground.
So homeless people are starting. I don't get that. Now you saying that homeless people are starting these fires. Why are you not calling them illegal immigrants? Why are you calling them homeless? Because this will be convenient for them to call them homeless because people are losing their homes. I don't think a person, me personally, I don't think a person who lives there, okay, that's a resident there, just lost their home, say, fuck it, I'm gonna get something and I'm gonna knock everybody else's house down with fire. I don't think that's gonna happen. Unless the person is being paid and instructed to do that. Something not right with that. What up, Rye? OCO, brother. So we got a homeless home record? 2. Notice she said 2, another one. That's 2. I didn't even hear about that, but I said I called it. I said they gonna put it on somebody. It's gonna be 1 or 2. Torch shelf ignited. But this is still not national news. This is not something that they cover like how they cover Luigi. This is real quick and they keeping it moving. What the hell Nightbot talking about a profile picture? Bye, Nightbot. Hold on. That's supposed to be that guy get taken home. Hold on, homeless illegal immigrants with the flamethrower. Hey, where did he get it from? Thank you, Manny. That's another question. That's another question. Where he get it from? Homeless. Where he get the bike from? Okay, he could have took the bike from somebody's, front porch. Let's give him the benefit of the doubt on that. But where you gonna get that flamethrower? Or the blowtorch? I'm gonna call that a blowtorch. That's a blowtorch. I like a flamethrower. Hold on. Let me pull something up real quick. Hold on. This is what I'm talking about. This a flamethrower. Like, you know what I'm saying? This is a flamethrower. Right? I don't understand why they calling that a flamethrower. I'm gonna show you the difference. This is a blowtorch. This is what he had. This is what he had. This is a blowtorch. Now, I'm not saying that neither one can start a fire, but a flamethrower is way bigger than a blowtorch. I'm just saying. But all right, let's continue.
Found in California tonight, Christina Coleman is in Altadena following the Eaton fire. But first, we go live to Matt Finn near the Palisades fire in the Mandeville Canyon. Hi, Matt.
Hey there, this is another really unfortunate development here. The Palisades fire has made its way here into the Mandeville Canyon. This is a densely populated area, thousands of homes on just this street alone, and there are flames approaching the homes here. We have seen at least 1 or 2 structures already burning today. If there's any good news I can offer you is that this fire line is moving much, much slower than the original fire that broke out earlier this week, and there are a lot of airdrops, water and fire retardant happening right now, and there are a ton of fire crews around here. They've been telling me all day that they feel confident about the fire line here in Mandeville Canyon. This is something that a lot of people in the area feared that would happen, that the fire would eventually burn all the way over from the Palisades into this densely populated canyon. It has now happened. Unfortunately, the winds are expected to pick up, but so far today, fire crews tell us that they feel good about the fire here in the canyon. Another unfortunate aspect of this is that the canyon runs down onto Sunset Boulevard, and so if the fire does make it down this canyon, it exposes much larger portions of western LA to the Palisades fire. You're talking Burbank, Westwood, and then the 405. So Unfortunate news here. Right now at this hour, fire crews tell me they're feeling okay about what you're seeing here in the Mandeville Canyon.
I'm saying, as big as our military is, you mean to tell me with the president being the commander-in-chief of the Army and the Navy, he wouldn't have ordered the military to come out there with endless amounts of aircraft to drop water and whatever chemicals that they use to put out these fires after he done spoke with him via Zoom. There's no way, bro. I'm telling you, if I was president, I need a whole cavalry in California to knock that out immediately. You only show me images of 1, 2, 3 planes. Like, I don't understand this.
Guys.
Oh, thank you, Matt. It's Anita Vogel. And I had a quick question. You mentioned that the fire is moving a little bit more slowly, and that's good news. But you also mentioned it's moving ever so closely. It's creeping along towards the 405. And that's such a big concern. What have you heard about that?
It should not be creeping nowhere. Look,
Well,
whatever that stuff is right there.
Here, just on the opposite side of the 405. My understanding is right now it hasn't jumped the 405, which is very good news, because then again, that would expose much larger portions of LA to this fire right now. I would say this is perhaps the most concerning part of the front lines, the Mandeville Canyon area, because this is extremely populated, tons of homes.
That's not even military. That's the fire department. That's the fire department. Where's the military? You had the National Guard out there and they not in the sky?
We'll fear this would happen, and now it has, Anita.
Okay, Matt, thank you so much for that.
Meantime, roughly 1,080 National Guard members have been deployed to help with response efforts. Christina Coleman joined the troops last night. She joins us now on the ground in Altadena, California tonight. Christina has been tracking the Eaton fire. Hi, Christina.
Hi, yes, and we have some tragic news regarding this fire. We got an update from authorities. They have told us that the death toll has increased. 2 more people are now confirmed dead from this fire, which brings the total number of lives lost in this to 8. 8 people have died from the deadly Eden fire. It adds to the devastation here. I mean, just take a look at this house. It is destroyed. It is one of more than 7,000 homes and businesses that have been ravaged by this wildfire that just continues to burn. It is only 15% contained. Today, Governor Gavin Newsom announced that he has increased California National Guard personnel to support LA responders to nearly 1,700 service members, doubling the CalGuard boots on the ground as they support local law enforcement. Some of them are positioned at major intersections to secure areas that have been destroyed by the fires. They say they know how bad some people want to check on their homes, but they're urging everybody to have patience.
So why not allowing them to? Okay, so you in front of a burned down house, but they need the National Guard to get with local authorities to stop people from coming back to their homes. For what? What's going to happen to them? If they see that their house is gone, then what? Like, what you think they're going to do? Why they need the National Guard? Oh, no, we don't need you to go look at that. Nah, it's gone. This whole block is gone. Okay, and I don't understand. The National Guard's supposed to be there to stop the fires and possibly help the people that, the residents from the looters. That's it. Like, what? Why are you stopping people from going back to check on their homes? That sounds set up to me. I don't like that.
They want people to be careful. There's lots of down power lines and, natural gas leaks. So they don't want people around here. Also, they want...
But they not even going to get that close. Down power lines, natural gas leaks. You already got that blocked off, right? I mean, you can't just keep that going. Being on the floor to spark up being on the ground to spark up another fire. Of course, they're not going to walk in that area and you already got that blocked off for that reason. But when it comes to their house, how does that make sense?
to keep looters out. The guardsmen were deployed Wednesday, some of them even sleeping nearby at a California Highway Patrol Communications Center so they could be close to areas where they are desperately needed as they collaborate with the LA County Sheriff's Department, California Highway Patrol, and LAPD. So again, this fire, it is not out. It is 15% contained.
It is 15% contained. The fire is not out. The National Guard blocking people from coming to see their place to see if they can salvage anything that they, any of their property or something that they hold dear to their heart. No, not right now. It's down power lines, gas leaks. But yet, they got Christina in the front of it. No mask, no nothing.
Those Santa Ana winds, we're expecting more of them tonight and for them to be strong. So these firefighters, they definitely have their work cut out for them. Back to you.
Christina, it's Guy Benson. I know that you spent some time with...
Christina ain't got no protective gear on. None. Not even her. Like, you could tell look at the frustration. She out there smelling this, inhaling that. And I'm not trying to be funny. She almost looked pregnant. I'm not trying to be funny. I could be wrong about that. My bad, Christina. But number one, my pregnant wife ain't working and no fire. I don't care how much. You taking today off, hon. Matter of fact, you like not even today. Like, hold on, let me let that go because she may not be pregnant. But I'm just saying that. I mean, me and my wife had 5 children. Okay, I'm not trying to call her big or nothing like that. It just looked like either it's there or coming. I could be wrong. I could be wrong. Ladies, don't get on me. I'm just saying it just, and she bright. You know what I'm saying? You know how the ladies get when they pregnant, they get the brightness, they get the skin glare. I don't know. She done got her hair done, nails done, no mask, no protective gear. No, there's no way that they gonna send an EG out there like that, bro. Woman at that. Nah, she look away. Am I wrong? Don't laugh. Hold on, because I'm not trying to be funny. Round face, skin glowing. That's what I'm saying. To me, she look a little, I'm just saying, I just got that sense. Maybe she don't know. Maybe she don't know, but I don't know because it's kind of, to me, I got that vibe, and she already frustrated. She trying to keep it professional. She inhaling them fumes out there. This ain't where it's supposed to be. Girl, they ain't giving you that much money. You said it's a green screen? Nah, not with them shadows right there. I would believe you if the shadows wasn't right there. Them shadows play a part. I'm just saying. Like, for example, okay, let's go back, for example. I'm going to come to that. Right? Hold on. Right? Let's stop right here. Right? Look at this. Hold on. Look at the shadows to the far, because we on big screen, right? Yeah. Look at these shadows right here. That's very difficult to do on a green screen. Very difficult. I'm talking about hair, makeup done, nails. Nah. I would not be having my wife out there. That ain't happening. It's just not happening. Hold on, let me come back to the chat so the chat can be displayed. That ain't happening. All right, so let me jump back up. Look at that. And see how he panned? Hold on, you can see she got out the way. Look at the shadow. The shadow was matching her. That's not green screen. That's real. She should not be out there at all. That should not be happening.
Christina, it's Guy Benson. I know that you spent some time with some of the National Guardsmen who are dealing with all of this, and it's been now days
She's
into
dealing
this
with
crisis.
it now, too.
What's the morale of the first responders on the ground?
I got to tell you, yesterday I spoke to quite a few of them, and they are very passionate about their work here. They told me, what, this is not a race. It's a marathon. We do not know what's going to happen next, but we are here for our community. A lot of the soldiers, they live here. They live around this area. As a matter of fact, 2 of them actually lost their homes in these fires, and they still wanted to come out and help, direct traffic and prevent looters from getting getting into secured areas. So, I mean, it really speaks to the resilience of this community and how so much of us are coming together during this very, very tragic time.
It sure does. Christina Coleman, thank you so much for that. And as California residents lose confidence,
man, shout out to Christina Coleman. They shouldn't have had her out there like that. I swear, I got a feeling she's
President
pregnant
Biden
now.
is rushing to Governor Gavin Newsom's defense.
I think you're getting a bad rap. I know you're getting a bad rap about these fire hydrants don't have enough water in them. Give me a break. Give me a break. What this is all about is the utilities, understandably, what they did is they cut off power because they're worried about these high tension lines coming down and causing more fires in the wind, right? When they do that, guess what? They shut off the power that controls the ability to pump the water.
Oh. Whoa. Hold on. Not only did they shut off people's electricity, but they shut off the power. That enables them to control the water pressure out of fire hydrants. Hold on, y'all. Oh, this coming out of Jim Carrey mouth. Hold on. Let me.
Newsom's defense.
Say it one more time, Brandon.
I think you're getting a bad rap. I know you're getting a bad rap about these fire hydrants don't have enough water in them. Give me a break. Give me a break. What this is all about is the utilities, understandably, what they did is they cut off power because they're worried about these high tension lines coming down and causing more fires in the wind, right? When they do that, guess what? They shut off the power that controls the ability to pump the water.
Wow. Yes, he did. Y'all heard that, right? Yeah, Jim Carrey, Arthur Roberts, somebody that, because we know Biden ain't there. Somebody with one of the mask on. Y'all seen the mask, right? That I'm talking about? Well, hold on, where we at? That's at 8:30. Let me show you the mask real quick. The super realistic mask. Oh, we ain't selling. We know what time it is. We know what time it is. Okay? we know what time it is. So anyway, let me come up.
Controls the ability to pump the water.
I ask you, we've got to deal with this misinformation. There were hurricane force winds of mis and disinformation, lies.
The LA Times is reporting a reservoir in the Palisades that holds 117 million gallons of water was offline this month for previously scheduled maintenance. It was empty when the Palisades fire exploded.
Let that sink in. It was already off for scheduled maintenance this month. A reservoir that holds 117. You think this ain't your government? You got another thing coming. Where's the chat? Why is my... Okay, there you go. Were they playing with the chat, y'all? Is my chat... I just looked over and my chat wasn't there until just now. Like it just popped up. YouTube, stop playing. It's... Look, YouTube. You better stop playing because you out in California. And you see what they did to the rich people. Don't get it twisted. Y'all niggas ain't safe neither. Like, you better stop playing. Hold on. Let me pull up. I gave plenty of people time. I'm gonna continue to play this, but I gave plenty of people time to. I'm gonna just make sure that the panel was open. Hold on. Okay. Y'all should, okay, that is open in at 13%. So when y'all do come up, Yeah, y'all should be good to go now. Y'all should be good to go now. I'm just double checking to make sure everything's straight. But moderators, please do me a favor and drop that link in there just in case they do want to come up on the panel. Especially if y'all in Los Angeles. Like, I don't know if Los Angeles is out there in the audience right now, you know, but that would be nice if y'all are out there in the audience right now. But if not, I understand, okay? I totally understand. Hold up. YouTube is tripping right now. Chat, y'all can hear me, right? We good? Digger, thank you for becoming a member. I appreciate that. Yeah, are we good? Okay, let me keep moving.
This news is coming as Mayor Bass faced fierce criticism for being MIA as the fires broke out. Her deputy mayor, nowhere to be found either. Brian Williams was placed on leave for allegedly making a bomb threat against City Hall. On top of that, there are rumors of a feud.
Whoa. Okay, Fox, Fox leaning right now. Okay, hold up.
When the Palisades fire exploded. This news is coming as Mayor Bass faced fierce criticism for being MIA as the fires broke out. Her deputy mayor, nowhere to be found either. Brian Williams was placed on leave for allegedly making a bomb threat against City Hall. On top of that, there are rumors of a feud between the Los Angeles Fire Department and Mayor's office after Chief Kristen Crowley said that the city let her agency down. Jason, I want to come to you first. There's a crisis of confidence here, and the leadership has not stepped up to the plate. You've got our current president responding in that way. Your thoughts on how people are supposed to move forward when they don't believe that their leaders are acting necessarily in their best interest?
Well, look how it's going. I mean, it doesn't seem to be getting better, and I think leadership is failing them. It failed before the fire, but during the fire, if the president was serious about getting to the bottom and actually making efforts to protect the people of Los Angeles, he would be doing it in the Situation Room, which has all the communications tools necessary to have that communication. That was a press event to protect Gavin Newsom and Karen Bass. That's what it came across as to me.
Woo! Hold on. Hey, look, I'm watching this just as well as y'all are. Keep in mind, this was a few hours ago when this aired. So this is my first time hearing this. Fox is not playing right now. They just went ham. And I'm glad they calling them out because California residents need to be calling them out too. It's their whole California government that's corrupt. The entire California government is corrupt.
And where's the Forest Service? How come, to the best of my knowledge, somebody tweet at me or tell me that I'm wrong, but the Forest Service in places like the Intermountain West, they fight fires in big ways in remote areas. Instead, we got to go to Canada to get, firefighting equipment.
I'm glad he brought that up because hold on, I got that video. Wait, I got to find that video. They went to, hold on, let me tell y'all what happened. I'm glad he brought that up. There was a plane, 2 planes that they had to request from Canada to come put some fires out. One of them got hit by a drone and crashed. Hold on, let me grab that real quick. I'm glad he brought that up. From Canada, not the government. Not the federal government, from Canada. Now, you already know that Canada is allegedly about to become the 51st state. Y'all know about that, right? Y'all know who trying to make that the 51st state. When I come in there, we're going to take over Canada and make everyone great. We're going to fire everybody that's in office right now, and it's going to be great. It's going to be beautiful. We have some great Canadians. Yeah, they're trying to make it the 51st state. Hold on, let me find that. Watch. Let me grab that video. I need y'all to see how small these planes are. Oh, I'm trying to hurry up and grab it. These planes that they got from Canada, small as hell. Wait, I might have to pull it up this way. Let me see something. I need y'all to see these planes. Hold up. Is this it? Okay, here we go. Yeah, somebody got an image of it. All right, look. Look at how this is it. Look at how small. Let me make sure y'all can see this. Look at how small this plane is, y'all. Look at that. This is the plane that they got from. I'm not trying to. Okay, this is not funny. It's not funny. I'm trying not to laugh, but bruh, this is not no commercial size plane. You got these tiny ass toy planes from Canada to help California. Ain't even hit the fire. Wait a minute. What did you just... Nigga, you missed. What are you doing? The fire's right here. What are you... What was that? Okay, let me leave that alone, cause I gotta laugh cause that pissed me off, bruh. What was that? Like, you clearly don't know what you're doing. You missed the whole fire. Anyway.
Mexicans having to fly in? How embarrassing is that? We have thousands and thousands and thousands of people who know how to fight forest fires in remote areas like this, and I don't see the Forest Service. Where is the Department of Agriculture? Where's the Secretary of Agriculture who oversees this? How come that person isn't involved and engaged? These are the types of things I think Angelenos have to ask, because these firefighters, they're heroes. They've got to be exhausted.
Right.
But you know what? There are other resources willing to come. But the president's not grabbing hold of this, and the governor's certainly not adding to the solution.
And you've got people on the ground who are suffering. We have a soundbite from Michaela Wilson. She evacuated. Let's listen.
The past...
Oh, damn, they turned around and played the same video.
2009. This scene has happened many times before.
Look,
we've done this.
I'm glad they showed that, though. The one I played is at a different angle. It's the same plane at a different angle. He clearly missed the fire. Clearly.
We lived there
That's
since
that Canada
2008, 2009. This scene has happened many times before. Where we've done this.
What are you pointing out right there, bro? The fire here.
Eve, some kids were playing with fireworks, and there was almost a fire almost at that exact same spot that was put out. The difference is this time, yeah, there were hurricane force winds, but the big difference is that people, the water, there's no water in the Palisades Reservoir. That's my house right there, the sprinklers on the roof. Even at that point, the sprinklers didn't have enough water pressure to really soak the house.
Anita, you know the area. You know it well.
Jackie, I was there on New Year's Eve, to that person's point, and we were up all night watching that fire. We got woken up at 1 o'clock in the morning. And, you know, look, I have lived in the Palisades on and off for the last 15 years. Right now, we have a rental house there that, by the grace of God, is still standing. We may have some pictures to show that the house next door burned down. So it's really miraculous. There it is. You see the house next door, and the house to the left is ours. It's a miracle.
I wish you would tell us if your house had a smart meter. That will be helpful.
Miracle that it's still standing. What's sad about this is that the person whose house burned down is the one who alerted the entire neighborhood that there was a fire. He's the
just look at that, y'all. Hold on. Look at just look at that. Nothing is wrong. Not even the trees. Nothing is wrong with this side. Not even the trees. Now remember, Maui, they were directed not to hit those houses that had blue roofs. We ain't seeing the roofs right now. I'm just saying.
The entire neighborhood that there was a fire. He's the one who called 911. He alerted the neighbors. These are his pictures of him. These are pictures that he took. And then he made the treacherous drive down Palisades Drive, down to Sunset to safety. My husband was home at the time. I called him. I told him to get out. And, you know, we have so many friends who have lost their homes. My daughter went to school there. Their friends, they have no homes. Their children, their childhoods are lost. And you know, to Jason's point, these people, and it's not just the Palisades, it's also Malibu. Malibu's been decimated. These people deserve answers. They deserve to know, why was that reservoir offline? It had been, the contract, according to the LA Times, had been handed out in April. Why wasn't it done? We just, you know, we need answers for these things. This is a horrific.
Woo! April of last year? Yeah, Cali, y'all government is corrupt, bruh. Y'all need to, like, I understand why I see a lot of y'all moving from California. Now, I understand. I mean, I've been new because the price was sky high, but this, nah, man, this like right here, and ain't nobody safe. The big message is nobody is safe. It don't matter how much money you got. And these folks rich. We talking about $14 million homes and up. I saw a video of a guy that was in front of his mansion, $36 million mansion, and they were interviewing him. And they was asking him, is your house on fire? He said, yes, it's right behind me. He was like, oh my God, I apologize. He said, that's okay. I was getting ready to sell it anyway. Then the camera panned to the, and that's not funny, but the camera panned to the for sale sign. $36 million house that was up for sale, burning. I was like, okay, bruh, Cali, y'all got to do something with y'all government. Okay, let me see if y'all ready right now inside of the 13 Pacific to come up. Y'all gotta hit the, hold up 1 second. Y'all probably not gonna be able to hear because I have my mic going on inside of the inside of OBS. Hold on, let me double check. Yeah, y'all may be able to hear me now. Let me just double check. Y'all can hear me inside of there now, right? We good to go? Y'all can say it inside of the 13% community chat. Like if y'all can hear me right now, I just want to double check so we can have a direct conversation where you don't have to be trying to listen to the YouTube video in order to hear me. You can, okay, we good, Blue? All right, so I'm ready when y'all ready. So all y'all got to do is hit that button to request to come up. I'm ready when y'all ready.
Situation, and we can't just let it go.
I think you're right. Meantime, Fox Corporation has made a $1 million donation to the American Red Cross's California wildfires relief efforts and continues to be an annual disaster giving program partner, which enables the Red Cross.
I'm not falling for that. Matter of fact, no, don't nobody donate to that. Ain't no telling where that money about to go. Hold on. I want to play something else real quick.
Governor Gavin Newsom, welcome back to Meet the Press.
Good to be with you.
Thank you so much for doing this.
Thank you.
6 different wildfires raging right now. Do you have the resources to combat all these fires at this hour?
Yeah, we got 14,000 people working the line right now. We doubled the National Guard. We have 1,680 out there helping on the logistics side. I was just with folks from Mexico, 73 folks. They'll be relieving some of our hand crews. We've got 9 states that are now providing under this EMAC system support. So we've got the resources, but we have more important this. We have the winds that have changed, and that allows us to be more resourceful with existing resources, particularly the aerial resources.
What's the mission of the National Guard here in Southern California?
Combination of factors. We have the rattlesnake teams that are doing the line and working with the hand crews. We have other logistics packages happening. And
I just don't like the fact that they're considering the wind the issue as if they can't do anything about it because the wind still exists. And that, you know, in that portion, like we talking about those, you know, high mile per hour winds as if that was going to stop them. I don't understand why they're making that an excuse. I don't like that. I really don't.
We saw our first MAFs, which are these folks that are doing retardant, which are military planes, and the guards leading that operation. So it's a combination of all those factors.
Because if you had
And of
water
course,
in that reservoir, you could have stopped it before it even spread it. If you had water in it, you just, The wind wouldn't have been an issue had you would have had water in that reservoir from the get-go. That y'all can't tell me this wasn't purposely done. But if y'all got a different theory, I welcome y'all to come up on the panel and speak with me about it. Help me understand that this wasn't purposely done. This was purposely done, in my opinion. Purposely done. And it doesn't matter how much money you make. Ain't nobody safe. When the government want control over something or want something changed, they're going to do stupid stuff like this.
Plus, just focusing on looting and making sure there's law and order on the streets.
Well, there goes, I may as well acknowledge it. There goes another one of your choppers. How many aircraft do you have deployed right now?
There are as many as the traffic control can handle. Aircraft resources are not an issue. We've got fixed wing up today. And
no, that's important. That's important. Why you? Woo! He should have a target on him.
And you saw last night, particularly over the last couple of days, just battling the nighttime blazes. By the way, technology that didn't exist.
Y'all saying that this is green screen?
The state did not have the resource of these fire hawks that allow night vision, 6 hours, night goggles. These guys laid down the lines in the Palisade, almost 500 million gallons. To try to hold the line there on the ridge so it didn't come down into the canyon, the Bel Air area, and parts of Brentwood. So it's just remarkable, the heroism of these folks. It's remarkable, the mutual aid system. I mean, you meet folks from Oregon that are working with folks from Kern County that are working folks overseas that I've never met. And it's hand in glove. It's really inspiring.
In your opinion, is this or will it be the worst natural disaster in the history of the United States?
I think it will be in terms of just the costs.
Wow. I'm not going to lie. That part right there did look green screen. Especially the lighting. The lighting on his face. Let me see that shadow. The shadow was there.
Opinion, is this or
I
will
can
it
see
be the
why
worst
y'all say that this is green
disaster
screen.
in the history of the United States?
Oh, there it is. There it is. There it is. Look at his hair. There it is. Hold on, let me go big screen. This is green screen. Wow. Wow. This is green screen. Watch his hair. His hair gave it away. Watch this. Hold on, wait a minute.
And it's hand in glove. It's really inspiring.
I went big screen. Watch this.
Is this or will it
Look
be
at that
the
hair.
worst natural disaster in the history of the United States?
I think it will be in terms of just the costs associated with it, in terms of the scale and scope. I'll don't even remind the folks in California where the Tubbs fire. 56,
and the lighting don't match. The lighting don't match with the area.
100 houses were lost.
How is his face lit and this part of his face is not? Like the top of his head.
Campfire.
Damn it, bro.
We had 18,000 housing units lost and 85 people that lost their lives. Currently, we're getting confirmation from the coroner, so we always have to be careful on the death toll, but it's in the 13 range, and I've got search and rescue teams.
You got to be careful with the death toll. You're not trying to let nobody know the real death toll. I mean, according to what Christina said earlier, now he's saying 13, so that make it 22. Because at first they were saying 11. So that make it 22.
We got cadaver dogs out, and there's likely to be a lot more.
What is your biggest concern over the course of the next 48 hours?
There's no way that light looked like that, bruh. No way. He got makeup on, because he got them goofy looking clown cheeks. He got makeup on. But you mean to tell me his light around his neck also like that? And it's not matching? What, like that same glare should be matching on his shoulders?
Is making sure
That's
the
green
life
screen.
safety focus, the property focus is there, at the same time we're addressing the perimeter issues. The challenge is the winds. We've got these winds coming back this evening, Sunday night. We've got peak winds on Monday. We're going to see 50+ mile-an-hour gusts, subject to change. So now we're pre-positioning assets, and we're pre-positioning them not just here in the theater, those existing.
That's who he remind me of. I was trying to figure out who he remind me of. Y'all know the NFL people out there. This he remind me of what's his last name? Hold on, I'm about to pull that up real quick. I'm about to show y'all who I'm talking about. Hold on. This who he remind me of. I was like, yo, who is that? But nah. He remind me of this guy. Chris Collinsworth. But don't he look like Chris? Swear that's not the same person here. Hold up. Oh, let me pull it. Oh, it's not going. Why not? Why it's not staying? Oh, because it's not on. Hold up. That ain't his twin? Chris Collinsworth. All right. That to me, they look like twins, bro.
5+ fires, but now broadening that to a number of other counties and moving farther south with some of those resources in anticipation we could see some flare-ups in new places, new starts.
You're here with us on Meet the Press to announce a new executive order.
Yeah,
what is this executive order? What are you hoping to accomplish?
Yeah, because the camera moving too much. That's green screen. The camera person giving this scene away. It's like everything would move if this was real. Like if the camera was moving, everything would shake. But since the cameraman or whatever it is, the incline that they're on, whatever they're using, he's shaking. Once he shakes, he's giving away the scene. Watch this.
Executive order. What is this executive order?
Let me do that one more time. Watch him real close.
In anticipation, we could see some flare-ups in new places,
when it shakes.
Starts.
You're here with us on Meet the Press to announce a new executive order. What is this executive order? What are you hoping to accomplish?
There again.
Look, we've got to be thinking 3 weeks,
Damn,
3 months,
bro.
3 years ahead. At the same time, we're focusing on the immediacy, which is life safety and property. And so that's exactly what we're doing with disaster assistance, making sure people are getting their applications, addressing the issue of fraud. And that's an issue we've got to address, price gouging. So executive orders
y'all telling me that y'all having trouble getting in.
We want to get inspection
in the 13%.
Like this. We want to get our inspection teams out here. They're already starting to get out here. We've come up with some timelines so we can get within the next few weeks all that done so people can get their insurance claims. We can then start the big contracts to remove the debris, to address all the hazmat issues. Same time as I got to button up the canyons here as it relates to potential flooding with a lot of atmospheric rivers. Remember, we're in the middle of winter. This is January.
Right. I'm glad you said that. You're in the middle of winter. This is January. This is a hustler right here.
Of this fire, not a stone's throw away.
Y'all looking at a strong case
right up the mountain.
of grifting right here.
As this devastating fire
this
here.
This is a strong case of fraud.
And so all those things have to happen concurrently. But here's the big thing. I'm worried about issues of rebuilding as it relates to scarcity, as it relates to property taxes, meaning scarcity of resources, materials, personnel. I'm worried about time to getting these projects done. And so we want to fast track by eliminating any CEQA requirements. I've got Coastal Act changes that we're making. I want to make sure when someone rebuilds that they have their old property tax assessments and that they're not increased. So all of that's been done in the executive order we just announced.
CEQA, Governor, and the Coastal Act are both environmental regulations. And if you're going to be suspending those temporarily, are you concerned about problems that may result from the suspension of those environmental regulations and a potential abuse by developers?
We're not giving it away.
Within this executive order, we frame those abuses. We basically bookmark that in the context of maintaining the existing footprints. The Coastal Act, they allow just a 10% variant. So we're going to be very mindful of that. California leads the nation in environmental stewardship.
Stop
I'm not
smiling.
going to give that up. But one thing I won't give into is delay. Delay is denial for people. Lives, traditions, places, torn apart, torn asunder, families, schools, community centers, churches. You've seen it. The number of schools that have been lost in this community, and we've got to let people know we have their back. We're going to be back. We're going to do it efficiently and effectively. Don't turn your back. Don't walk away. because we want you to come back, rebuild, and rebuild with higher quality building standards, more modern standards. And we want to make sure that the associated costs with that are not disproportionate, especially in a middle-class community like this.
You've also called for an independent investigation into the issues around water supply that we've seen. What are the questions that you're hoping to answer?
The same ones you're asking, same ones that people when I'm in the streets are asking, yelling
I see why
about
they
what
hired
the hell
him.
happened. What happened to the water system? Was it, and by the way, was it just overwhelm that you had so much that was used, we drew it down? Was it pipes? Was it electricity? It was a combination of pipes, electricities, and pumps. What was that drawdown impossible because you lost 7+ thousand
he does
structures
sound
right
like
here
Joel
anyway, and
Osteen.
every single structure we lost had a pipe that was leaking, and we would have lost that water pressure anyway. Did
He got
it
that
contribute
white
in any
preacher
way,
vibe.
to
He
our
do.
inability to fight the fire, or were 99-mile-an-hour winds
Fast talking, absolutely.
determinative, and there was really no firefight that could have been more meaningful? So all of us want to know those answers, and I just don't want to wait. People asking me.
Swear to God, he about to say, dial that 1-800 number at the bottom and just donate $1. $1. I swear he about to say it at any moment.
I want them objectively determined, and that the chips fall where they may. This is not about finger pointing.
You say what to people who insist that these independent investigations or calls for them? Are you passing the blame on to other people?
How could it be when we're doing an independent investigation and we just want the adjudication of the facts? As I say, it's not about finger pointing. It's about answering the questions.
And he's nervous.
Everybody wants answered. And I think there's a propensity to wait to answer
That's
those
why
questions.
he's smiling.
And people want immediacy. They want response and responsiveness. And so that's the idea.
Ultimately here, does the buck stop with you?
I mean, you're governor of California. You might as well be the mayor of California. We're all in this together. We're all better off, we're all better off, we're all better off, and we're working together to take care of people and to make sure people are supported, we're empathetic, and we're here not just in the immediacy of the crisis, but we're here after the crisis, as opposed to creating a crisis in the middle of this by trying to divide people and play political, take cheap political shots.
Do you have faith in Los Angeles Mayor Karen Bass?
I have absolute faith in our community.
What about the
faith in
people?
our leaders? I have the faith of our capacity to work together.
President-elect Trump has blamed you for this crisis. He called you incompetent. What's your response?
Well, I called for him to come out, take a look for himself. We want to do it in the spirit of an open hand, not a closed fist. He's the president-elect. I respect the office. We have a president of the United States that within 36 hours provided a major disaster declaration.
This is to spin the narrative. I'm tired. All right, okay, I'm done. I'm done. I'm gonna give y'all one more opportunity if y'all want to come up here and speak about it, man. I'm done talking about this. Like this fool right here pissed me off. I don't. This guy right here, Cali. Woo, Cali. This is your problem right here. Number one issue right here. I remember this was the same governor. I want to refresh your memory. This was the same governor that he was going to be promising, or he established a California reparations task force here. He established that task force for 3 years straight. They did an investigation, allegedly did an investigation as to what happened, what caused the issues, how much things should be, accounted for. Like I'm talking about as far as back in the past, ranging from the 1800s into the 1900s, and who qualifies, who shouldn't qualify. All of that went down, and they had legislation passed, and they said they were supposed to be sending it up through their little government, and what amounted to that? Nothing came from that. Like I told you as it was happening, I said, listen, this is a gimmick. That was his way to receive the people of color. You know how I hate that term. Black, I hate that term. African American, I hate that term. They just want to confuse the people who are the needy out there in California into thinking that there's a strong possibility that they could possibly receive something based off of the environment in which they live in and what the environment was in the past. Nothing came from that. This guy strictly gave people hopes and dreams, and people were sold on it. Like, nah, Dane, don't knock him. He said, are you going to say no to the money? Are you going to say no? Did you get the money? Did you get the check? This the same guy. Same guy. And it's still, don't forget, once it passed through their little legislation branch in their government, it was supposed to go to him, and he was supposed to have the final say so. All he had to do was sign the dotted line and make it go through. Right? It's 2025. Where the money at? But yet, gave them illegal immigrants $2.6 billion, with a B, $billion in federal funding in order for those illegal immigrants who are here illegally to have free health care. Free. This is the same governor that also said that he wanted to run for president. Yeah, I don't know what it is. I'm not a Democrat. I'm not a Republican. I'm strictly about independent thinking. I'm strictly about critical thinking, logically thinking. You are not in your right mindset if you think that this guy and his crew that are dealing with that government that he controls, actually he's a puppet. There's somebody else that's a puppeteer behind him, but that he allegedly controls. If you believe that these people are for the people, you got another thing coming. Now, I see that, certain people inside, I'm getting messages, certain people inside of the community, the 13% community was stating that when they were trying to come up, something was going on. We're going to have to fix that. Keep in mind, this is, their alleged brand new year if you want to go off the Gregorian calendar, but this is not going to be the only time I'm going to be going live, but this is officially the first time, basing it off of their Gregorian calendar, since the new year where I went live. So this is not going to be the only time. I just want y'all to know that. 3,000 Degrees been a member for 55 months in a row.
Fire.
Montana OCO, brother. Shout out to the chief. What up, Montana? Been a member for 32 months in a row. I appreciate that. I might even go live tomorrow. We could pick it up tomorrow so we could work out those kinks, and we could possibly talk about this and other topics that I wanted to get into anyway. Shout out to the 13%. Shout out to all the moderators and administrators of the 13% and of all the chats that we live stream on. Shout out to my wife. My wife released a new video today. If you haven't checked that out, go to the Dane Calloway channel. I appreciate that. I probably will be back tomorrow. I got to make up for it. I feel like I'm entitled to make up for it, because it's not my problem that thing is happening, but I feel as though it's my responsibility since there's a technical issue and y'all can't come up here. I'm going to make up for it. We're still going to have an open panel tomorrow. I'm going to see y'all tomorrow. All right? Y'all take care. I love you. I love you, Cali. Y'all take care out there in Cali now. And everywhere else that you are right now. Like, I know it's other people out there that suffer from different types of weather and different types of conditions. Don't forget that they allege that a bird flu popped up in Cali as well. People forgot about that. And let's not forget about the fog. We can talk about all of this. I'm going to see y'all tomorrow. Y'all take care. I thank y'all for coming out. Why don't? I'm just here to make you think.
Slow down.